that illustrate collaboration, cooperativeness, and beautiful harmony, marking one of the starts to our afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Meet and Greet Jakarta IPRI 2022. Woo! First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Andrea Lee, and I'm very honored and I'm very happy to be here to be a master of ceremony. And today we have an exciting agenda lined up for you. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend our warmest welcome to our guest of honors. Good afternoon and welcome to the Governor of Jakarta, Mr. Anies Rashid Baswedan, PhD. Welcome, sir. Mr. Bambang Susatyo, as the Chairman of Parliament of the Republic of Indonesia and Chairman of Indonesia Motor Association. Mr. Alberto Longo, as the Formula E Chief Championship Officer and Co-Founder. Mr. Jamie Regal, as the CEO of Formula E. Mr. Frederick Bertrand, as the Director of Formula E and Innovative Sport Activities at the FIA. Mr. Ahmad Riza Patria, as the Vice Governor of Jakarta. Ms. Zita Anjani, as the Deputy Spokesperson for Jakarta Capital City Council. Mr. Marullah Matali, as the Regional Secretary of Jakarta Capital City Government. Mr. Ahmad Sahroni, as the Chairman of Formula E Jakarta, Indonesia. Mr. Widi Amanasto, as the Chief of Japro. And we are happy to welcome the drivers and officials of Formula E. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome everyone to the special day ahead of a very special weekend when Jakarta, Indonesia will host its very first Formula E race. And today, we are joined by the Formula E leader who have worked so hard alongside the Governor, Mr. Anies Rashid Baswedan, and also Mr. Ahmad Sahroni as the Chairman of Formula E Jakarta, Indonesia. And ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a massive collaboration involving many parties, both from the Formula E team and also the teams from Indonesia. And we also very excited to welcome the Formula E drivers. These 22 superstar drivers will soon be racing on our brand new track and fighting it out to win the race. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, to kickstart our afternoon program, we would like to welcome the Chairman of Formula E Jakarta, Indonesia, Mr. Ahmad Sahroni, to deliver the welcoming speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang terhormat Pak Bambang Susatyo, Ketua MPR dan sekaligus Ketua IMI, bos saya. Yang terhormat Bapak Gubenur Anies Baswedan, sebagai bos saya juga. Thank you, Mr. Alberto, Jenny, Marquez, Jema, and more than we love you. And the 22 racer, welcome to Jakarta. Untuk bahasa Inggrisnya lagi dulu, saya ngomong bahasa Indonesia dulu. Dan terima kasih Bapak Bapak, Sekda, Pak Taufik, Pak Wagub, dan teman-teman Pak Nasir Jamil, Pak Tinto, dan segala tamu undangan, Pak Widi, Pak Gunung, Pak Wijak, Pak Amin, Pak Taufik. Selamat siang dan salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Saya patut bangga karena ini adalah event yang luar biasa. Pertama di Indonesia dalam program FIA, event Formula E. Ini balapan yang cukup mengundang kita untuk lebih tahu teknologi masa depan yang akan datang. Dan ini adalah satu wujud bahwa kita suka nggak suka adalah bagian dari modernisasi elektrik di masa depan. Suka nggak suka hadir di Ancol tanggal 4 Juni. Walaupun perhelatan dengan upaya yang luar biasa, segenap panitia, jakpro, dan segala pendukung dari kegiatan event Formula E ini adalah bagian dari semangatnya Indonesia untuk menjadikan Indonesia di mata dunia bahwa kita sama, kita selevel untuk melaksanakan event motorsport yang terbaik untuk Indonesia. Alberto, we want to next year, we hope, I don't know up to you, but next year can make it for the night race. You agree? Good. The racer always agree. No. Oh, okay. Without you, nothing, kan? So, Pak Anies, luar biasa Pak Anies, terima kasih atas kepercayaan yang luar biasa diberikan kepada kami, terhadap saya terutama. Dan ini upaya untuk bahwa Jakarta adalah bagian juga dari Indonesia yang luar biasa dan patut kita syukuri. Dan semoga event-event yang lain adalah bagian juga dari kita semua, tanggung jawab bersama. Dan terutama Pak Gunung yang cukup intens dengan pertarungannya, dan ini adalah wujud kita bahwa kita adalah Indonesia. Thank you, dan please enjoy. Thank you Pak Anies dan Pak Arsad, luar biasa Ikatan Motor Indonesia, dukungannya sangat fantastis. Dan sekali lagi terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Asri, for the welcoming speech. And next, ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited to have the Formula E Chief Championship Officer and Co-Founder to do the next welcoming speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Alberto Longo.
His Excellency, Baswedan, Jakarta, PEMASARAN, President of Formula E Jakarta. Not only that, you're also Secretary General of the IMI. Udin, the CEO of Jakpro, CEO of Formula E. Drivers, we have quite a few world champions today here. We have Lucas, we have Sebastian Buemi, we have twice, Antonio Felix da Costa, and surrounded by another, and Nick, sorry, I didn't even see it. So, yeah, welcome. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. And media representatives, and last but not least, dear friends of Formula E. And back in 2019, we met in New York, and I met a person, the governor of Jakarta, which he had a dream, he had a vision, and that vision was races, to have a race in Indonesia, the beautiful city of Jakarta. And on Saturday, that dream is going to come to a reality. Since then, there has been a lot of challenges. And challenges that are only one way to overcome. It's having a good team, fantastic team, like the one you have, like the one we all have. And I think if you allow me to lose, I mean there's a lot of people behind this, but you allow me to present very few people, and probably taking a little bit longer than expected this speech. But well, first of all to you, Governor, and thank you so much. Your determination attention, commitment has been crucial to do this race. We have gone through a lot together, and after all these hours of conversations, after all these hours of negotiations, we're here, and that's basically thanks to you. So thanks a lot. We have Ronnie here. Very few of us know how much you have done to do the race. Very few. And I really want to make a tribute to what you have done towards the Formula E race happening on Saturday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Willie and the whole team of Jack Pro, you guys have done an amazing job. Amazing. We have the difficult decision to move venue a few times. Then we decided to go to Anchol, which is the right place to be. This one is not bad, bro. I just leave it there. And we went to a place in which we have to do everything from scratch. So we have to have the best team possible to do it. And that was your team. Really, thank you so much. Then there is another person which is always in the shadow, and almost, well, nobody from the international team knows, which is William. William is a person who is in the team of the governor, and I have never seen someone sleeping less than him. We can talk to him at 12, we can talk to him at 1 a.m., at 2 a.m. Have you gone at least for a nap or something? No, he never sleeps, which is fantastic. His dedication has been an inspiration, not only for me, but for my whole team as well. So thanks a lot. And then the last one, but not least, Gemma. Gemma has been, is the young director of Formula E. She literally moved to Jakarta 3 months ago, and worked together with a fantastic team. And your leadership has been also the biggest guide that we have to do this race. Thank you so much. So these people and their teams led us to what we're going to do on Saturday. I would like to finish by saying one sentence, which I know, which is one team, one dream. Thank you all, and welcome to the Jakarta E-Race.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alberto Longo, for the speech. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that we have been waiting for. The remarks from a very special person who made all this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Governor of Jakarta, Mr. Baswedan, PhD.
Izinkan saya menyebut beberapa tamu kehormatan yang hari ini bersama-sama kita. Pertama, Bapak Bambang Susatyo, Ketua MPR sekaligus Ketua IMI, Ikatan Motor Indonesia. Izinkan saya menyapa juga yang saya hormati Bapak Alberto Longo, Formula E Chief Championship Officer dan Co-Founder Formula E. Juga yang saya hormati Bapak Jamie Beagle, Bapak yang saya hormati Ibu Gemma, dan juga yang kita semua hormati dan banggakan, Bapak Sahroni. Hadir bersama kita begitu banyak tamu kehormatan kita ini. Ada Wakil Ketua DPRD Pak Taufik Muzita, Wakil Gubenur Bapak Ahmad Riza Patria, para anggota DPRD, Pak Inton, Bapak Senior di dalam balap mobil kita, dan begitu banyak tamu-tamu kehormatan yang mohon izin saya tidak sebut namanya satu persatu tanpa mengurangi sedikit pun rasa hormat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Anggota DPR kita Pak Asri. It is indeed an honor for me, for myself, and our team that this is the day that we have been waiting for more than 2 years. This is a day that we have been talking about. This is the day in which all preparation has been done. And finally, we made it to June 3rd and 2nd, and we will have the race, inshallah, on June 4th. Yes, Alberto, I remember when our first meeting, it was in New York, during the Formula E championship at that time. And at that time I shared the view, the vision that Jakarta is a city in which we would like to transform ourselves from a city in which pollution was heavy. We would like to become a city that is free of pollutions. Our commitment is that Jakarta become a net zero emission by 2050. And we committed ourselves to reduce 30% of greenhouse emissions by 2030. And we have gone through a few years of that process. Now we're 8 years to go from 2030, and yet we already achieved 26% out of 30% of our target. So we are ahead of the schedule. And we got the response, was very positive response, and after that all this work started. Since July, September, we launched the project here, and since then we experienced various challenges. However, as Alberto mentioned earlier, Sakroni mentioned earlier, that it was solid teamwork, full collaborations, true and complete and unconditional trust between parties. That doesn't happen very often. When you have partners that trust you completely, and these are mutual trust, any challenge that we face, we can overcome. And I mentioned a few nights ago when we met after Alberto arrived. You know, sometimes in life we often feel challenges, and sometimes challenges can be very tough. But I mentioned, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and that's where we are. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and that's us, not individually, but collectively. No one is perfect, but if we are able to fill up one another, we complete the team. And I think that's what we have gone through in the past 3 years. And these collaborations now face the summit of it. So next few days on June 4th, we will see the race, and it was a completion of all the work. So allow me to also thank all the teams who are involved. Alberto has mentioned earlier all those names. If I may, all the names that was mentioned, please stand up. Zacro, Alberto, and Formula E team, can you stand up and let's give them a big applause and appreciation. Gemma, who is standing here, I asked her earlier, Gemma sudah tinggal di Jakarta hampir 4 bulan total. Dia bisa menjadi warga Jakarta. Gemma spent in total 4 months of staying in Jakarta, full commitment. And given the time difference, sometimes you have to work basically 24 hours, given the time difference. And that commitment reflects in the quality of work. And that's what we are seeing today. So we do hope our vision is Jakarta to be a city in which looking to the future as a city that respects the environment, the city that can be free of pollutions as we are experiencing the past few decades. It is not an easy journey, but it is a doable journey. And why Formula E is important? Because Formula E will send a strong message to all of us here in Jakarta, to all of us here in Indonesia, that we need to transform ourselves. And also to send message to the world that Jakarta and Indonesia is ready to take up responsibility as citizens of the world, to take their role in making sure that we live in a more green society, in a more green time in the future. Harapan kami ini semua nanti bisa terlaksana, bahwa Jakarta ikut kontribusi, Jakarta ikut bertanggung jawab, dan pesan dari Formula E ini adalah kita memulai babak baru, menuju kota yang ramah lingkungan, negara yang ramah lingkungan. Jadi ini bukan sekedar balapan, tapi ini adalah pesan tentang kemajuan, ini pesan tentang perubahan. Kita menjalani proses yang tidak sederhana selama 3 tahun ini. Saya rasa di antara semua kegiatan yang paling banyak mendapat berita adalah Formula E. Dan kita terima kasih pada teman-teman media yang banyak memberitakan soal Formula E. Saya beri tepuk tangan buat teman-teman media. Dan itu telah membuat begitu banyak orang mengikuti. Bahkan dari luar pun hal yang sama muncul. Bapak Ibu sekalian yang saya hormati, izinkan dalam kesempatan ini saya ingin secara khusus menyampaikan terima kasih kepada semua pihak. Pertama, ini yang bekerja bersama dan mengikhlaskan sekjennya untuk full di dalam Formula E. Karena Pak Sahroni ini, sekjen ini sekaligus juga ketua Asosiasi Mobil Listrik Indonesia. Jadi he is a perfect person. This is the head of the Electric Car Associations in Jakarta, and also the General of Indonesian Motors Associations. Yang kedua, izinkan kami menyampaikan terima kasih kepada DPRD Provinsi DKI Jakarta. Tanpa dukungan dari DPRD di masa awal tidak mungkin ini bisa terlaksana. DPRD menyetujui, DPRD memberikan dukungan, dan dengan itulah ini bisa berjalan. Terima kasih kepada para wakil rakyat Jakarta yang telah menunjukkan komitmennya untuk mendukung kegiatan Formula E ini. Yang berikutnya, izinkan saya menyampaikan terima kasih kepada Jakpro yang diamanati oleh kami untuk menjalankan. Tepuk tangan untuk Jakpro yang sudah bekerja secara luar biasa. Yang berada di meja itu mungkin hanya 7 orang, tapi yang bekerja ratusan, dan mereka tidak terlihat di belakang sana. Kemudian juga secara khusus kepada tim DKI Jakarta, Pak Sekda dan seluruh jajaran. Kalau boleh Pak Sekda dan Pak Asisten berdiri. Kita beri tepuk tangan untuk Jakarta tim. Terima kasih. Mereka yang bekerja belakang layar, making sure bahwa ini semua dijalankan dengan baik. Ujiannya tidak ringan yang dihadapi mereka. Banyak ujiannya, tapi itu tadi, ketika ujian itu berat, maka orang-orang hebat akan bisa melampauinya dengan baik. Izinkan pada kesempatan ini, yang terakhir tapi yang terpenting, saya sampaikan terima kasih kepada tim Formula E. Saya perlu sampaikan, tim Formula E ini luar biasa. Kami mengalami begitu banyak tantangan. Saya ingat percakapan dengan Alberto bulan April 2020. I was visiting our conversation in April 2020. It was a very difficult situations. Kami harus putuskan, risknya diteruskan atau tidak karena pandemi depan mata. Dan alhamdulillah, pembicaraan itu jalan lancar, tapi bukan hanya itu, ditemani sepanjang jalan. Seluruh proses yang menantang itu, kami dapat partner yang memiliki kepercayaan tanpa syarat. Itulah sebabnya ini bisa berhasil. Kita beri tepuk tangan kepada seluruh tim Formula E. Terima kasih. Itu saja yang bisa saya sampaikan, dan terakhir sebagai penutup kepada para pembalap semua, selamat datang di Jakarta. Pada seluruh tim, selamat datang di Jakarta. I'm welcoming all the drivers. Welcome to Jakarta. Look forward for the excitement on Saturday, and we do hope you will be making history in this land. And we look forward not only to welcome you this year, but next year, the following years, and the years to come. Let Jakarta be the host of great race, and let Jakarta be the place in which you will mark a great achievement, great history for all of us. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bapak Gubernur, kami persilakan berkenan menuju ke podium atau panggung yang ada di depan sana untuk berfoto. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a photo opportunity. The first session will be the Governor of Jakarta, Mr. Baswedan, PhD. To the official media, official photographer, please feel free to take some pictures. Rekan-rekan media yang berada di belakang jangan khawatir, nanti kami akan memberikan hasil dokumentasi tentunya kepada rekan-rekan media sekalian. Kita akan lakukan beberapa sesi. Yang pertama akan dilakukan oleh Bapak Gubernur Jakarta, Bapak Baswedan. Kami persilakan. Alright, the next session, we would like to have Mr. Alberto and also Mr. Ahmad Saroni to kindly join the governor for further opportunity. Kami persilakan Bapak.
Segala cara.
Mr. Frederick Bertrand, Mr. Widi Amanasto, and to all the racers, to all the drivers, please kindly join the governor for a photo opportunity.
Datang telat sih ya. Nggak ada. Jadi itu yang
Sekali lagi kami persilakan.
dipindahin. Tadi ada.
Bapak-bapak susahnya sudah berada di atas. Bapak Ahmad Rizal Patria, Mr. Jamie Regal, Mr. Frederick Bertrand, Bapak Widi, and all the racers. We'll take a photo opportunity, and ladies and gentlemen, this weekend Jakarta will be showcased to the world, and today we get to see the racer and we also get to see the car in action. To all the racers, please kindly take your place at the stage for photo opportunity. Alright, all the racers are on the stage. To all the gentlemen, okay. Don't forget to give your best smile. Berikan senyuman yang terbaik, bapak-bapak sekalian, untuk foto ini. Okay, saya akan beri aba-aba on the count to 3. 1, 2, 3, smile to the camera. Alright. If you can give a thumbs up, boleh bungin Pak, thumbs up Pak. Okay, for our success in the future. Alright, and next maybe we can have a freestyle. So, Pak Anies, Pak Asri, maybe we can get closer to the car. Yes, iya silakan. And the racers as well, we're gonna have a freestyle photo.
Kalau mau foto pelayarannya bersih gitu.
One, two, three. Smile to the camera. Oke, bagaimana teman-teman fotografer? Ya, mungkin satu kali lagi. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And next, moving on to the next program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, that this is a very amazing opportunity. This is a very amazing moment that we get to see the car in action. So, now, we will enjoy a Formula E car demonstration.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the Formula E car demonstration. Okay. Racers, are you ready? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see another car demonstration, and this one from...
Here comes Cassidy, he goes 5th. Lucas de Grassi is 5th. De Grassi doesn't make it through, and Andre Lotterer, for the first time, doesn't advance through to the qualifying duels. Stoffel Van Dorn, Jean-Eric Verne, Jake Dennis, and Sebastian Buemi, the 4 drivers advancing to the duels. Da Costa doesn't improve, Evans gets into 4th place. Is that going to be enough? Bird comes across the line and he's 6th. Can Nick de Vries push Evans out? No! Da Costa, Mortara, Verline and Evans, the 4 drivers that advance through to the duels. Evans will face Van Dorn, Verline will face Verne, Dennis will face Mortara, and Buemi will be up against Antonio Felix da Costa. Mitch Evans for Jaguar TCS Racing against Stoffel Van Dorn for Mercedes EQ. Evans sets the benchmark of a 1 minute 8.935. Van Dorn's closing a little more, 0.3 of a second between them. Into the final corner, really up towards the wall there, Stoffel Van Dorn, but it's not enough for the championship leader. Verline up against Verne next. Big lock up from Verline coming into 13. Verline's benchmark time, a 1 minute 9.029. Verne is ahead though, but he's fighting the car. There's only 100th between them. Into the final corner. It's neat and tidy from Verne on the exit, just a little correction as he drives to the line. It's Verne. Jake Dennis for Avalanche Andretti up against Eduardo Mortara for Rocket Venturi Racing.
Narrows it up.
Oh,
did he get
right
the
to the
wall?
wall on the exit of the final corner. Dennis's time is an 8.6. That's a very quick lap, but Mortara is going quicker still by 1/10 and a half. Coming into the final turn, this is where Dennis looked pretty strong, and the gap is now less than 1/10 of a second. Mortara turns in, bit of a slide towards the line. It's going to be tight. Mortara, Sebastian Buemi for Nissan Edams, and Antonio Felix da Costa for DS Techeetah. Da Costa, I think you'd say, has to be the favourite for this one because of the pace he had earlier. Buemi's wide.
And that's going to kill his lap.
There, 0.6 of a second, and Buemi gesticulates. He knows he made that mistake, and it should be neat and tidy now for Da Costa into the final corner. He's 0.7 of a second ahead on the power, and then out towards the line, and it'll be Mortara versus Da Costa in the semi-finals. Mitch Evans for Jaguar TCS Racing against Jean-Eric Verne for DS Techeetah. A tidy final corner, and this should be enough for Verne to get into the final. It's now 0.3 of a second. Verne out towards the line, and Verne's in the final. It's Eduardo Mortara is up against Antonio Felix da Costa.
Oh, no!
Big slide for Mortara. That's going to cost him a huge amount of time. It's slower than Mitch Evans' time, so that would be 4th on the grid for Mortara if he loses to Da Costa here. Da Costa across the line. It's a DS Techeetah pole position. It's a DS Techeetah front row. Verne's beaten Da Costa before earlier this year when they went head to head, but now the battle is for pole position. So the run down towards turn 1 for Jean-Eric Verne. Gets onto the brakes.
God, he's carried some speed in there. So far, so good for Jean-Eric Verne.
Through the first few corners, Da Costa starts his lap now, so keep an eye on the tower on the left-hand side. Da Costa into the first corner, clouts the curb.
Yeah, he's definitely fighting it a bit harder, and again that might,
Oi!
whoa, and that might be it right there. Tyres maybe slightly warmer than Antonio Felix da Costa's car.
This is Jean-Eric Verne now coming into 11 and 12. He's having to fight it. Da Costa's lost 0.2 with that moment at turn 3.
I think I'm going to lose my bet here, Jack.
But Verne has been a little scrappy here and there. Comes into 16, the advantage builds to 1/4 of a second. A few more corners to go for Jean-Eric Verne. He's now over 0.3 of a second ahead. Jean-Eric Verne is about to become the record holder for the most pole positions in Formula E history. He's going to beat his teammate. He's going to grab 3 points. Da Costa's still fighting the car as he comes through the final couple of corners. Maximum attack from Da Costa, but minimum pace. Through the final corner, sliding again. It's like he's on a drift track, and it's not enough. Jean-Eric Vergne takes pole position for the Jakarta E-Prix, his 15th pole position in Formula E, a new record. Sebastian Buemi with his best qualifying of the season so far, and the same is true of Da Costa and Vergne. Front row lockout for DS.